A P1 listener named Mandy emails from time to time and works at a restaurant, so she has an explanation for why they charged that money for the cake cutting fee. If you missed it, some restaurant in Beverly Hills is getting backlash. They charged $110 to cut a cake. They say, hey, it's $10 a person. That's our policy. Mandy says at the restaurant where I work, we have a pastry chef. Her whole job is coming up with different baking different desserts every week. She's constantly put to the test, with different creative ideas for cakes. We have some standard desserts that are always there, but if a person brings his or her own cake into the restaurant, we charge $2.50 per person for cutting it. That seems more
reasonable.
Yes. I mean, you got 11 people. What is that? $25, $24, something like that. Guys in the kitchen will also put some creme fraiche and some berries on each plate if you want.
Oh, okay.
If you
want. A little extra.
Yeah. Then she had a follow-up, said that creme, I have to apologize, creme fraiche was meant to say creme anglaise. Mm-hmm. I don't think it would have mattered had she not.
It's a big difference.
No. I don't think I would have known the difference. So, but thank you, Mandy. That makes some sense.
The one who would have known has retired.
Great point. Yeah. Great point. He might have said, I think she meant anglaise instead of fraiche. That's true.
Creme fraiche does not go on a cake.
I never... Okay, creme fraiche is what those chefs said they use to make their eggs.
Yeah, it's like milk.
Yeah, they scramble up their egg. Yeah, it was an anglaise, not a creme fraiche. So, okay, that makes sense that they do charge it because the pastry chef comes up with different ideas for cakes and so forth. Still, $10 a person seems pretty high. In my mind. Good story. A routine police call turned into an emergency parking lot baby delivery, and some cops are being hailed as heroes for doing just that, delivering the baby. I was struck. They interviewed both cops who were there, and I was struck at just how surprised they were. It didn't seem that they were that well trained in doing this. Rancho Cordova, California is where it happened. A deputy named Foster Tracy discovered a woman in labor next to some bushes by a store where she had been shopping, and apparently she had been there for some time.
And this lady was on the side of the building and called me over and started saying, I'm having a baby. And I didn't really register at first, so I walk over and said, excuse me?
What are you doing? She's like, I'm having a baby.
Okay.
I'm having a baby. And he was like, are you kidding me?
And she said, I'm having a baby. I've been out for hours screaming for help, and nobody will help me.
Oh, geez. Okay, calm down. God.
It's not that big of a deal.
Very, very surprising to me how he reacted. I thought they'd be really well trained.
She goes, look, and she lifts up her dress, and the baby is halfway out. And I start freaking out because it's a baby, and she's been out for hours by herself.
And I'm like, freaking out.
Oh, you should have picked a better place than a bush.
You should have planned for this.
Don't you think the deputy should have been like, oh, okay, I know what to do here?
Well, no, not necessarily.
Aren't they trained?
I don't think so.
It depends. Some are trained, cross-trained in public safety and all this, and some I don't think are. I think you're just a cop.
What do you mean? How does it determine who's trained and who's not?
Well, I mean, if you're a sheriff's deputy, you're not
trained.
You might not be trained in that.
Of course, a paramedic would be, but a sheriff's deputy. But you don't think, well, I guess not. I guess a sheriff's deputy doesn't run into that all the time.
And some places have, what they call public safety officers, which are, trained in both as well. But I think maybe sheriff's deputy, he's like, hey, I handle crime.
And this guy kind of sounds like a young guy.
He's young.
I mean, he probably doesn't have a wife that's given birth or anything.
No, but I would have thought that in general law enforcement training, you get Heimlich maneuver, CPR, and baby delivery. Because you might run into that out on the streets. But baby delivery is probably, they probably are trained in Heimlich and
CPR.
CPR.
Well, and also you find a lady, I don't care how trained you are, you find a lady in a bush with a baby half hanging out.
No, I disagree. If you're trained, if that was a paramedic, he'd be like, all right, lay down. Okay. This guy clearly has no training and sees a baby half hanging out and says, I'm freaked out. Luckily, his backup arrived. He said, there's a baby hanging out. The backup's like, well, what do you want me to do about it? I don't know. See? I don't
It's on you, boss.
So when the baby arrived, and she basically birthed it on her own, and he helped, the umbilical cord was wrapped around its neck.
Grabbed the baby, slid it out a little bit, put it on the blanket, and then unwrapped the umbilical cord from around its neck. It was wrapped around really tight.
Did the best we can with our experience.
That's the backup. Did the best we could.
With our experience, sounds like none.
You touch it. No, you touch it.
Baby was born successfully, a little boy, a newborn. Quick-thinking deputies were able to help deliver, and they called in paramedics who then finished up the job. My goodness. I guess that you're right. I would have thought they'd be trained, but I bet they're not. I bet they don't.
Would you be able to help in that situation? I know you've seen it twice, but would you feel confident in doing it?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you would. I feel like I would.
It's just sort of like a natural, breathe and push. Breathe and push.
Mm-hmm.
Although you're not really sure when to say to push, as a non-doctor.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if the baby's halfway out.
Well, the baby's coming
it's
there.
coming.
Yeah.
You just
I think your job is just to catch.
guide the baby.
Check the umbilical cord.
They did. Unwrap it.
Yeah.
And then cut it. I mean, I've cut the umbilical cord twice. More gristly than you'd think, by the way. You may be there someday.
Maybe.
You too.
I don't think I'll cut it myself.
No, you might do it with your teeth.
Yeah.
There were women who used to, they would, and Bill Cosby did a piece on this. We don't speak of him much anymore, but
No.
Why? What'd he do?
cake cutting fee.
Yeah.
Charge too much to cut your cake. He said that women in the olden times would be out in the cotton field picking cotton, give birth, cut the cord of their teeth, the baby's picking cotton. That's how it was done. You're
Get
out
to work. You're
out there, you
freeloader.
just go out there and do it. Exactly. That was his thing. But no, women, my mother used to say women used to give birth at home alone and cut the cord with their teeth. Gristly. Really gristly. My mother made stuff up sometimes. I don't know if that was really true.
I'm just picturing that. That's horrible.
But you can get it done. I mean, I think
Yeah,
you
I
can-
guess if you got to do what you got to do.
Exactly. I think the baby, it's all, unless there are big complications, I think mothers have that
Did you want to cut the cord, or was that kind of forced upon you?
forced upon me.
Yeah.
I don't really care.
I feel like which I will not, if I'm there, something's going horribly wrong.
Yeah.
But I might pass on that.
The cutting of the cord.
Yeah, if they said you want to cut the cord, I'll say, yeah, I'm good.
Well, I don't know. It's a rite of passage for fathers, and they tell you exactly where to cut it. But it was way more difficult to get through it than I thought it would be. I thought it'd be more like construction paper.
But think about it. That's for the man. That's the most difficult part of the childbirth.
No, it is. That's all there was to it for me.
Do you have sharper scissors?
I don't think I
was
can do
hoping.
this.
The first time around, especially, it was like it was hard for me.
Yeah.
And then weeks later, of course, what do they call that? The umbilical cord that's left on comes off, and then then the belly button's formed.
Shrivels up, yeah.
Our cat started playing with my son.
My God.
It's true. I mean, it came off. I mean, just a couple of weeks later, you're changing the diaper. It was in the bathroom, and the cat ran in and started batting it around. Yeek.
And I know your wife; she doesn't want to get rid of anything. So
No, we kept
wrestled,
it. We
wrestled that cat for it.
Yeah, we pressed it into a photo album. Both of them. They are still there. They are still pressed in to this day. What are those called? It's like I feel like they're the plug or it's
there's a name. I don't know.
It's the last of the umbilical cord that stays on, and then it forms the belly button when it comes off. You have all this to look forward to.
I know. I can't be more excited.
Oh yeah. Wait. Oh, and the mucus plug.
Oh, yeah. I know about that. That's how my mom has always scared me out of getting pregnant. Like when I was a teenager, is she just described childbirth in detail.
Oh yeah, the mucus plug is terrible. And once that pops out, it's on. I think that's when the water breaks, when the mucus plug goes away.
God.
Good story.
Good morning.
Good story here.
We described this as beautiful.
That's a beautiful process.
Yes.
It's not as beautiful when you're really up close looking at it. It's, once it's done and the baby's been washed and everything, then it's more beautiful for sure. But let me tell you, some of them come out bruised because they have.
Oh yeah, that's what I was here. And the head is
crooked,
cone
shaped.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a fight to get out. Let me tell you, and I'm sure as soon as they come out, they're just like, "My God, put me back." I mean, look what they're entering into.
That's why my mother always said when I was young, I had a perfectly round head. I was a C-section baby.
Yeah, right. Much better. Sometimes I have to even wear a little helmet and everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It happens. Good story here as well. High school students have helped a 100-year-old World War II veteran attend prom for the first time. Students at Matea Valley High School in Illinois went out on a program where they went to visit older people in retirement homes, and they met a 100-year-old man. His name is Ray Svenjana. He said, I never went to my prom. I was called into action right before the prom. So he left and went away. So they decided to organize a promposal where he went to their prom with all the girls there.
I like that.
Very impressive. This is the guy.
I took 2 exams, one for the Navy and one for the Army Air Force. So I didn't have too much choice. I was supposed to report for duty.
Local businesses got in on it. They donated a tuxedo, flowers, transportations, and grooming services so he could fully enjoy the experience. And when they got there, they played songs from his era so he could dance to them. And he did. He's 100 years old.
Okay.
Sounds good. Overwhelmed by the kindness of the students, and at the end of the night shed a tear because, of course, he missed his own prom all those years ago. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with those students
Very
who did
impressive.
that. It's a nice thing that they did for him.
Now, which one of you am I getting lucky with?
They had to then return him to the home. That was it. When he started,
He's getting
when he started asking inappropriate questions, they had to return him to the home. More high school here, and this is a bad story, unfortunately. Apparently, a father in Florida was upset because a school bus driver yelled at his child on the bus one day last week. So the next day, when the child was being delivered home from school, he walked onto the bus, showed the bus driver a gun in his waistband, didn't pull it, showed it, and said, "That's the last time you're ever going to yell at my kid." To which the bus driver replied, "I'm a substitute today. This is not my bus."
Oh, no.
And they arrested the guy. He's like,
Yeah.
And
Can't
after
do
he
that.
showed the gun, he said, "Oh, that is my bad. I thought you were the guy that usually."
I meant to show him my gun.
I don't know if you can pass him the message.
Classic mix-up.
Do you think you could take a photo of me with the gun and send it to him with a note that says, "Mess with my kid again"?
Classic mix-up. You
Yeah.
go, and the guy's like, "Oh, I'm substituting this route today. I don't usually drive a bus."
But wouldn't you say that even if you were the regular
Yes, I
bus
would.
driver?
Yes, I would.
Yeah.
But children confirm he's right. He's a sub. He's not.
Yeah.
You're shooting the wrong guy.
Yeah. Mr. Wilkins is off today.
The guy with the gun said, "Egg on my face. Apologies all around," and he left.
You're not
the
going to
bus.
call the cops, are you? No.
He did. He called the cops. I know.
There's no way this ends, even with the regular bus driver, with him not going to jail.
He's arrested. He's arrested.
So he only regrets it because it was the sub bus driver. If it was the normal bus driver,
Yeah.
he feels like he'd have been totally justified.
He told the sub bus driver, "This is your lucky day," and explained, "I meant this message for the regular
Yeah.
guy. I do apologize.
I'd like to say your child is very well behaved.
Well, the sub bus driver pulled away from the scene and did call the police, and he was arrested and charged with possession of a firearm and aggravated assault.
Yeah, it's second half.
But again, he didn't pull it off. So it's
Just show him.
Just showed
Yeah, you
it.
can't show him though.
Just showed it, yeah.
I love my cop show, and
you can't even show it.
you get that a lot where somebody, in traffic, there's road rage, and one person just shows the gun.
that's
Depending on the state, you can't
That's
do
a
that.
threat, yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Damn. Too bad. Ugly story. Woman, this is about jail time. Being booked into jail in Michigan, had a bottle of wine hidden in her hoo-ha. While being
Wow.
a whole bottle of wine. She was arrested for trespassing at a CVS where she had been banned, and they did recognize her. They were like, "You can't come back into the CVS." They saw her. They recognized her. She should go to Walmart. They never recognize you at the Walmart when you go in. Many have called to tell us that they were banned from Walmart, and they were back literally the next day.
I'm going to tell you, if I saw a woman manage to sneak a whole bottle of wine
in her hoo-ha.
up her hoo-ha, I'd turn and say, "I'll buy it for her."
Yeah.
That's impressive.
That's a nice.
You can keep it.
That's an impressive thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep it. They're in the jail.
Yeah.
Officers arrived. They were not aware the woman had stolen a bottle of wine and stuck it up her hoo-ha. They got her to jail and discovered it. And we're like, "Oh my God, look at this." It was a Merlot. It was a CVS
gross.
Merlot. I didn't know CVS sold wine.
Oh, they got their own wine line. I didn't know that.
They
I
have,
think
they have
that-
tons of wine there.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Walgreens too?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. If they sell alcohol, they got wine.
I didn't even know. Honestly, I didn't even know. I so rarely go to those types of stores. When I do, I'm only looking for medication of some sort.
Yeah.
Or cotton balls. I didn't know that was a thing. Don't you pay more at those kinds of stores?
Oh, yeah.
I figured.
Significantly more.
Yeah. Convenience.
Yeah, because it's not walking through the
Yeah.
enormous store. I have to say, usually I never go to Walgreens or CVS because of the price, but it does beat walking through like an entire Walmart.
If I'm
Oh,
in
God,
if I'm in a hurry and I just need to grab something quick, absolutely. But if you're doing day-to-day things, you can't go there.
I mean, the price of stuff. I mean, especially now. The price is so far.
Yeah, but CVS, you run your extra bucks and things like that, get specials, and get some deals there.
Is it CVS that has the long receipt?
Oh, God, yeah.
As an environmentalist, it bothers me.
It should.
That their receipt is so long. So, woman faces charges including trespass and attempting to smuggle contraband into a penal institution.
It's wrong, but I'm still impressed.
You're impressed by it. Biggie's sister worked as a nurse in Florida, and they had was the term Pinellas pouch?
Yeah, Pinellas pouch.
Pinellas is a county, and they would often hide, people from Pinellas County would often hide things up their hoo-ha. And so the doctor would say, check her Pinellas pouch.
And a lot of times they'd find things.
Yeah, up there.
It takes a lot of courage to do something like that.
Yeah.
A bottle of wine. Jeez.
I mean, that's...
Yeah, I know.
I love wine. But not that much.
No.
When they took it out, she said it pairs well with a fish.
If you could leave it in the cell.
If you don't mind. Ugly story. Cops say man who posted video of police doing donuts is a snitch. I think this is happening. Well, I think this is happening because isn't it the case where certain police departments will do a Facebook page, and it's humorous. It's really funny. We have one here that's very funny.
Very
right?
funny.
I mean, it's known nationwide for being funny. Oh, here, there was a crime. We're in Greensboro, North Carolina. The Popeyes on High Point Road got robbed, on Gate City Boulevard got robbed. Yeah. Did you see?
Yeah.
Are we shocked?
No, but...
It's what he took.
The guy broke into the Popeyes, cooked shrimp and biscuits, and then left, and with some other items. Like, he took some items.
And some fries. He was hungry.
He was hungry.
Oh, so he knew what to do.
He cooked it. And they're on the lookout for him. This is at the Popeyes here locally. And locals say, yeah, we get it. With these prices, good for him. They weren't upset.
Yeah.
They were not upset.
Yeah.
That he went in, made Popeyes chicken biscuits, shrimp. All right, you like the shrimp at Popeyes?
It's great, yeah.
You're a fan, I know. You like the fries?
Love the fries.
Well, he made all of that.
He knew what to do.
In fact, I wouldn't be surprised to see your mugshot up there.
Nah.
The sketch artist would be a perfectly round-headed individual.
Yeah. I got an alibi. I was drunk out of town.
Recently stopped drinking with beard. That's right.
I used to, when I was running the pizza shop long time ago, we were closed on holidays. So sometimes if I was like Thanksgiving night, I'd say, who wants pizza?
Oh, you'd go do it.
And I'd go myself and go
You
in.
could do that. You were allowed to do that?
I had the key, and then the alarm code. The alarm didn't go off. No one noticed.
Right.
So I'd go in, make pizza.
Really? Just for everybody?
One time the cop showed up.
Oh,
Ooh.
And you had to tell them.
Yeah, and I said, hey, I'm the manager, and then I made them pizza, too, for working on the holiday.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, but so it was kind of like a little power move. It was like, who wants pizza?
So did somebody see you in there and call the cops?
Yeah.
On a holiday?
Yeah,
on
because
Thanksgiving
everything was dark. I didn't turn on, I left everything pretty much dark because I didn't want anyone pulling up.
Right. Do you think this guy used to work at Popeyes?
Without a doubt.
Definitely.
Knows what he's doing.
To run the equipment like that.
Flipped on the oil, the heat.
Yeah.
Do you think while the food was cooking, he just turned to the employees at gunpoint? It was like, hang on just a second, guys.
I think it was empty.
I think nobody was in
Yeah.
there.
I think
It was when they were closed?
Yeah,
he
he
went
fired
overnight.
it up himself.
Yeah, he went overnight.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Got in.
Yeah.
And the cops are looking for him. But again, people who eat there and live in the area say, yeah, we get it. That's how it is. I once there was a string of robberies and explosions at hardware stores. And the mugshot, the sketch artist had, from witnesses who had seen him fleeing the store, they had it all over the news. He looked exactly like me. Exactly like me. We hung it up in the office for a while. It was a real issue. Well, anyway, these cops are in Houston, and they have their own Facebook page. Well, back in the winter, they were doing some donuts in the parking lot in police vehicles, and a guy recorded them and put them on his own social media. So they added him as, hey, who's this snitch who told on us? And so now the guy says, they're picking on me. His name is Harmon Brown. So Harmon Brown says, I put this up, for the safety of the community, and now the cops are calling me a snitch. So so it's Harmon Brown going back and forth with the police union president.
Yeah, look at HPD, man. Look, they out here doing donuts, man.
We're human. We like to have a good time just like they do. He took it a little serious, and then things may have went off the rails a little bit.
Just leave me alone. I don't want no problems.
You can't do what he does in public and then turn around and call out others.
It's really messing with me because y'all posting all my business on social media. It's like y'all doing a lot to me, and y'all really getting me scared, like, because I ain't did nothing. I ain't did nothing wrong. Y'all was in the wrong.
They know what they did was wrong. It's been taken care of. For the public to be concerned about complaint on police officers, you can complain all you want. We don't go hunting people they complain on police officers. That's not what we do.
I'm on the citizen side here.
I am too.
I mean,
Yeah.
he if you're going to go out and do donuts in the snow and it gets posted online, that's too bad. And stop harassing the guy for doing it. You know, he put you online. You did the donuts.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? You know.
This reminds me of the cops from Superbad.
Yes, exactly.
They were just being silly in the parking lot, setting the car on fire.
Set the car on fire. But if somebody records them doing it, well, that's the chance you take.
Yeah.
I'm with the guy. I think that was really wrong of them. But they say we're just having a good time messing with him because he messed with us.
Yeah.
I'm on the citizen, and he says I don't like my business being out there. You know, that's on you that you put my business out there. I'm just a regular citizen.